What's up, guys? Welcome back to Trap Trades. And in this episode, we're going to be going over technical analysis on risky stock tickers, high risk, high reward. Today is going to be SoFi, so SOFI, and Dogecoin for you guys, for all you degenerates out there. Let's jump into SoFi really quick, though. We took this trade back at $13, which is a fantastic entry from this retest of the falling broadening wedge. And you are currently up about 23% with the goal of reaching this gap fill. I love gap fill trades. And if you got that, you'd get the 35% trade. That's not bad at all, y'all. So SoFi's looking nice. You got a nice ramp up of volume the last 3 days. What I don't like is you left a gap. You left a gap on 623. So you might come back. Just keep in mind, you might retest this 9-day moving average while also filling the gap here. Very, very possible. Let's look at it on the weekly because I haven't done that in a while. And boom, boom, boom. Look at that follow through, guys. You want to see a little higher the volume, considering we're halfway through the week. Thursday. Yeah. Almost Thursday. Halfway through the week. You want to see a stronger push in volume for this breakout to hold, for you to close above this neckline. But that's nasty. That's really, really nice. You like to see that. And then overnight trading, you're also up 2 cents. Not nothing. So it does look like if you get a high close on high volume that you can confirm this retest and you can push that $19 to $20 zone on SoFi. And that looks beautiful long term, guys. So if you followed our trade, you are looking nasty. You're looking beautiful. One last thing. Let's jump into the 4 hour just to see a smaller time frame. And yeah, you still look good. You're cooking with Crisco. Inverse head and shoulders playing out. You're just looking to ride the wave, ride the indicators. So let's jump into Doge here. And Doge is one of those where it is really just consolidating. It's really just consolidating. You do, similarly to SoFi, you have a little bit shorter term of an inverse head and shoulders pattern here. So shoulder, head, shoulder, and you are actually just about to get a 9-day crossover the 50. So that looks nice. I do like that. Usually that's a strong momentum indicator. So you just had it here. And it crossed at 19 cents, went all the way down to 17, and we haven't gotten that cross above until now, which is beautiful for more upside, and then a potential test of the 200-day moving average on the 4 hour. So then let's go to the daily. So I do have this drawn up. I know this is like hopium. This is pure hopium. That's what that is. But this overall macro picture, that is a 3 rising valleys formation. And what that is, guys, 3 rising valleys is one of the strongest bullish continuation patterns. What you look for a 3 rising valleys pattern, is higher highs and higher lows. So if your previous high is respecting the high low from the last run, then usually you're in a pretty good spot. So let's see. You respected this as support. That was your previous high, previous high. Now low. So you are making higher highs and higher lows. So if you do confirm this as a double bottom support, you would look to make another higher high. And if you're following this trend line, which it has been since 2023, pretty strong trend line here. You make a high, 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 you make a high. And so now you're just waiting for that last euphoric run for Doge and the altcoins. I really do think that it's primed to move nasty time. Take it to Tendy Town, take it to whatever, Valhalla, man. I really want to see this happen for everyone, all retail, and then that money gets rotated into other assets and the market goes higher. It's just good for everyone except for the bears. But screw the bears. No one likes them. But it looks nice in the daily. Looks like the momentum on the 4 hour is picking up. And then let's jump into the weekly on Doge. So you do have this larger megaphone pattern let's see. Geez, that's hard to read. So on the weekly, you're getting a very, very, very nice bullish hammer candle from the bounce of this previous resistance, and now it's acting as previous or new support, really. So you like to see that you're bouncing off the 200-day moving average. That's a good sign. Very, very good. And I don't think that it is a mistake that this trend line lines up directly with the next Fed meeting and with the next report for consumer index. And then Jerome Powell eventually is going to have to make the decision. Do I raise rates? Do I cut rates? There's a lot of pressure on him to cut rates. And although I know the Fed is a independent entity, no one is moral. He is human. I'm sure of it. He feels the pressure. He feels the weight on his neck right now because honestly, he should cut rates. There's very little evidence with inflation continuing to go down to the 2% threshold that they are targeting that they should not ease up at least a quarter point. So hopefully we see that in July. The whole market would rally and it would be great for retail. But yeah, Doge is pretty self-explanatory. You are within this kind of wedge pattern, double bottom, whatever you want to call it, uptrend. There's just a lot of support in this area. So you'd like to see us bounce. So that is it for Doge. You have like a couple week threshold, 4 weeks, maybe if that, within this sideways trading. And then you make a move. You decide maybe tariffs. Hey, this is the bear scenario. Maybe tariffs get implemented early July and you dump. Or maybe Trump continues. I know I said the forbidden word. Maybe Trump continues to make deals with other nations and tariff talks ease up and then you go, right? There's a real possibility that you see this same U-shape rise. Because when Doge goes, honestly, the green candle is 36%, 54%, 23%, 54, 52%, and then you bleed. It's like a 60-40 split between 60% red candles, 40% green. But the ones that are green, they just go, they pop off. So now we need to see a little bit more of that. But ending it this way, guys. Please, please, please smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate all y'all who have been sticking around, liking, and subscribing. We're building momentum. I'm up to 8 subscribers, so thank you to everyone who has pitched into that and is coming back to continue watching. I really appreciate it all, guys. Last thing, make sure you go see your family, touch grass, and tell someone you love them. Peace. Woo, woo, woo.